Good day, everybody. It's Max, and welcome back to Plan B Terraform, the ribbon world. That's right, because when Plan A gives you lemons, Plan B is throw out the lemons and go buy some fresh fruit and veg. You know it. And in today's episode, we got the ribbon world up and running, so now it's the big test. We got to get it to 100,000 people, and then the ribbon itself should be self-sustainable. We already know that the organics is working, and hopefully the rest of it works, and that will be the big challenge for today, you betcha. Before I do all the things, let me push the button here. That's what you should do. There you go. Push the button and the thing. So before we get started for the day, of course, I want to thank all the recent subscribers. As the names scroll at the bottom of the screen. And, of course, chat. Mr. O asks, are we going to 2 a.m. again? Well, I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm just going to play until I get hungry. That's my whole answer to that one, big guy. Let me tell you. I'll play till I kind of get hungry, and then it's like, or, whatever, and then it's like, well, I'm going to take a break. I guess that's where we are. And, of course, everybody who watches later on, I appreciate that very much. You know it. Of course, we should make a note that this will be the last time this week that Plan A or Plan B, whatever plan we're on, that Plan B is on, because we've got 2 big releases coming up starting tomorrow, and all the things. I'm very excited for all of that for the rest of the week. It's going to be a very busy week, end of the week and into the weekend. It's going to be awesome. But Plan B Terraform, the ribbon world, will be back next week. Especially, it depends if we're super successful today. I'm hoping that we'll be able to do all kinds of crazy stuff next week with it, and so that'll be a thing. So with that, I should push buttons. I was going to say, Mr. O, maybe you should have asked 8-Ball whether or not we were going to 2 a.m. or whatever again, because really, I don't know anything, and 8-Ball seems to be so smart that I figure maybe he can figure it out. That's where I go with that anyway. I mean, I don't know if that's a good suggestion or not, but that's the one I'm going with. So yesterday, of course, I had been working on a theory on how to build a self-contained ribbon where the city would actually use its own waste resources to generate its own incoming material. And so I had done some initial testing on the Max map, the Maniac Max map. Seemed to be working good, but of course it was really hard to test because the city I attached it to already had influences from the outside. And it still needed some tweaking and some things. We did the building yesterday, so we had to get to 100,000 to first get the technology just to do this, and that is what Rio did for us. Rio down here, of course, got us to 100,000, and we got the technology all the way up to 17, so as I could get the level 3 depots, so then I could build the ribbon. And of course, that was what we did. Now, we got the ribbon built. Now, the thing about the city that we're using it on, what is the name of this city? I don't know. What's the name of this city? It's New Kolkata? I think we'll go with Kolkata, I guess. New K. Let's just go with New K. New K is the city that we were going to try the ribbon on. And, of course, now the only trick is that cities don't produce all the waste material until they get to about 100K. So the ribbon won't fully function until all the waste is functioning. So that is what we're doing now. We are now going to push all the things. I have done hardly nothing since the end of the stream yesterday. The only thing I've done is to hook up all the nitrogen and water trains. Obviously, when it comes to the ribbon world, the only thing it needs is water and nitrogen. Everything else is self-supplied, right, by recycling on itself. So with a little bit of luck, it's going to be just fine. Now that means we also have to bootstrap the city until it gets to 100K. So what we mean by that is it's a computer term, and basically it means we have to kind of help feed it to kind of get up and running. It's kind of like jump starting an old standard car, right? you'd push it down the hill and then throw the clutch in gear, and it would start up, right? But you had to kind of bootstrap it. You had to push it down the hill to get it rolling before you could throw the clutch in gear, so as the engine would turn over. And that's how's that for showing my age? Holy smokes! Anyway, nevertheless, let's just forget about that. So we have the city at the moment wants reinforced concrete. Obviously, that isn't even part of the ribbon, because after 100,000, it doesn't want concrete anymore. So we have to bootstrap that in. And high-tech parts are being bootstrapped in at the moment because we don't have plastic abilities. So we had to ship those in temporarily. It is making its own food. That was the first big test yesterday, and it is making its own food. Look at it. It's beautiful. And I did spend a few hours late last night just putting in more stations. More and more and more stations. Yes, I stripped out I got the whole current city done with the ribbon. So hopefully it will continue to grow into it and look really good at it. So with that, we're going to hit the play button because I'm out of trains. I'm so broke. I'm so broke on trains. And the reason is that I set up a lot of lines. It takes 20 trains for each one of these stops. And I mean, now, that's just a guesstimate as to how much water and nitrogen we need to be bringing up here for each of these stations. But really, if this works according to plan, I just got to be building a lot of nitrogen. I really wish I had a blueprint system. What I wouldn't have given for a blueprint system. Oh, man. The amount of... because again, the dots. All the colors of all the dots, right? It literally blows your mind. It cooks your mind. It cooks your mind, people. It's very intense. It's very intense. Now, what I'm doing is I'm watching the city very, very closely to make sure it's behaving itself and staying within the ribbon to keep growing down either side, right? So we don't want it jumping outside the ribbon and creating a mess. We want the city to keep growing down. That's it. Just keep doing that, dude. That's it. You just keep doing that. That's what I want you to do. Meanwhile, I'm hoping it's doing the same thing over here. I am going to widen this out just a little bit for it. There we go. It seems to like a little bit room, or it tends to get real cranky and try and jump outside the ribbon, but so far, so good. And we are going to have to stop every once in a while to add on to this ribbon, right? It is what it is. Now, I'll be honest, I have no clue what to do about stuff like this. All right. Sooner or later, we're going to have to get this. This side of the ribbon would run out of room, and it's going to have to come down and around. I don't know if I can get through the city or not. I don't know if I can get through that mountain. Meanwhile, over here, the ribbon's got some running to go, and in fact, that water's not even going to interfere with it. But it will get to this crater at some point in time if everything works out well. Right? If it's working really good, then that's going to be a problem eventually. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Hope you witness at least some colorful dreams afterwards. I don't know. I don't know. I would call them colorful. I would call them very spotted. Very spotted. You're such a funny guy, Max. You're such a funny guy. So we're just grooving along. That's right. You guys do the little dance of joy, people. Do the little dance of joy. Now, this guy's never going to get any nitrogen, but that's all right. It turns out the entire city at the moment needs 198 food, and I guess we're making more than 198 because it's very happy. It's extremely happy. I really wish I had one more zoom, Giddy. One more zoom, so as I could see a little more of the ribbon. But I will live with it. But of course, like as you can see, it's literally ripping down the sides here really fast, right? Like pretty fast. Look at this. It really is. It's really taking off here, right? Like it's like, yeah, we'll do it. Oh, we'll keep growing. We'll keep growing. We're gonna keep growing. Yeah, run all the power into things. What's population at? Only 27,000. Holy smokes! I got like another. I got like almost another 70,000 population to go in this thing, and they're almost at the end already. That's a little scary. Now, I mean, yes, I could make the ribbon a little wider, but I really don't have a gauge as to. Like, yes, I think I've got the ribbon working in terms of recycling on itself, but I don't have volume. Right? I don't have a measurement of volume to say, okay, this section, this ribbon can supply 8 rows of city, right? Before it runs short, right? I don't have a measurement like that, right? So right now I'm allowing it to have what, 1, 2, 3, I think 6 rows, but I mean, there really isn't like you know, I mean, it's all kind of brand new, right? I don't have a guideline to say, yeah, well, you know, you can run your ribbon up to like 9 rows and it can feed itself with the population density and blah, 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 and some other things and, you know, all the stuff, right? Meanwhile, I'm really kind of hoping these guys do get up here with some trains here soon enough. I would like to start peeling back on some of these trains here. Can we kick that into gear a little higher? Yeah, get going, guys. Do the stuff in the things. Where's this guy going? Boy, he's got a delivery somewhere. Yeah, way to go, guys. There you go. Make food. Do things. Be awesome. Ah, look at that. See? This guy's happy. He's like, yeah, I got you covered. I got you covered. Yeah. Well, this guy got his nitrogen. He's actually happy. He got his water too. Wow, he's real happy. Oh, this guy got his water. Hey, they're all getting their water and nitrogen now. Oh yeah, look at this. This is awesome. This is so awesome. I can't believe when I seen the food working just at the very end of the stream yesterday. I was so happy. Like I was so happy to see it actually working. Right? Like it's actually. Well, I mean, okay. First of all, it's getting its own oxygen. Now it's getting its own food. I mean, we've only got 2 to go, right? High-tech parts, and of course, it would be composite. But we can't do those until we get the final waste product. So we're, you know, that's the bootstrapping part. But I'm really hoping we get there soon. You betcha. That's right, guys. Keep counting. Do the counting and the things. Listen, you guys are like, this is the big problem. I'm gonna have to stop for a minute. Because these guys are going to grow right out the sides of the edges, and then we're going to have a problem, right? I am going to run this a little bit slower to try and get ahead of this, because that's the problem. Like, this thing, if everything goes right, it should just keep growing, right? Which is great. That's what we want. You know, we want the growing of the things. You know, keep the growing of the things. The only problem with the growing of the things is that you know, if it gets ahead of me, I'm in trouble. So take that, put that factory right there. Now take this guy and 1, 2, 3, 4. Take that guy and it's gonna be 1, 2, 1. Something's wrong there. Oh, I see what it is. I'm off by 1. Oh, gosh darn it. Really? Off by 1, guys? Really, guys? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. All right, it's fine. It's fine. That would be awesome to see at least one segment full of resources on the platforms. Well, yeah, well, I mean, you know, if everything goes right, you know, we may actually get that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's kind of the dream, right? Going for the dream. This side of the platform there, dude. Try again. Do that. Do that. Boom. Boom. All right. Now, let's try not messing this up this time. 1, 2, 1, 2. There, that's a little better. And then this guy is going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. And then you got to give these guys some food entry points, and then you got to give them. Oh, nice job there, Max. Gee whiz. Let me tell you, you know, your eyes get cross-eyed after a while when you're staring at this stuff, and it's like, okay, what building do I need next? Well, I need that one next, and then it's like, oh, okay, right? And then you're just kind of losing your mind. You kind of lose your mind half the time. Yeah, we need that. That's where that goes. Now this is aluminum, and we get 2 of those. And then on the next row, we're gonna get some of that poop coming out. Then we get 2 of these, because that's kind of a win. And then we get 3 of these, because that is for the nitrogen side of things. Next row, we get 2 of the purples. And in the middle, we just get 1 of the orange. There we go. And we got that. That means we need that. Then over here, we get 2 of the pinks. I think it is, right? Polymer bars, I think that is. Second polymer. Oh, that's composite. Nope. My bad. See, some of the colors. Oh, look how fast they've grown here. Whoa, stop. Guys, look. I haven't even finished it yet. Like, I suppose you guys grew right out the other side. Yes. Like, I'm telling you. Like, you don't keep an eye on them, though. Like, they'll grow everything, like, really super fast. All right, hold on a sec. We're going to clean you up just a little bit. I'm going to give you a little bit more room. Right? No. Well, you know what? I'll give you that much room. I'll be nice for a moment. If it'll at least slow you down a little bit. Holy smokes. All right, do that, do this. Okay, click on that. Draw this out. Okay. All right, so that's going to handle that for the moment. I'll have to come back to this in a second. I have to clean up the other side here first. I mean, I mean, you know, that's just how fast it gets out of control, right? Yeah, just that fast right there. Luckily, they had just gotten to the edge here. Just got to the edge, so we kind of get lucky on that one. Holy smokes. But, I mean, it's great. I mean, this is exactly what we wanted to do. I mean, I wanted to do all the things, and it's exactly what it's doing. It's doing the things I needed to do. Okay. Very good. All the stuff. All right. I don't know how I'll ever get a train through here. If I ever need to get a train to go somewhere. Now, that is the nice part about the ribbon. I only need water and nitrogen to make this thing work. You know, so as long as I have enough trains to keep bringing water and nitrogen to all the stops, well, okay, we're good, right? Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed, all right. You know, yeah, fingers crossed. Okay, you know, I just keep stressing. I got to come over to this side. I got to expand it all out anyway. I mean, you know, what is it I'm going to do? You know, that's right. We're just making sure that he understands that he's not allowed to come up in here at all. Yep, do that. And I must admit, the city's been pretty well behaved up to this point. It's only when I don't catch it is when it starts to get wiry, right? It starts losing its mind and growing everywhere and all this stuff. But as long as I keep a close eye on it, it tends to be pretty happy. And I really want to get it to 100,000. Because then sky's the limit, right? If it totally works the way it's supposed to, then I should just be able to keep adding on to it, and it's gonna like me. it's gonna love me. It's gonna really love me. Okay, so listen. First of all, you got to keep going here because they're trying to outrun you here, big time. So you need. Yes, no, yes, you need to do that, and then you needed to do this, boom, boom, then you've got the second purple, and then you've got, well, not both of those, but okay, that's fine, and then you got 3 of these, and these should all be the same, right? Yeah, they're composites. Option, place placeholders to create an empty segment without supply of waste. So, yeah, it's probably what I'm going to end up having to do, right? Like to get around this problem, right? Now, I mean, I could try to I mean, I hate to lose this iron, but I'm willing to lose the iron to try and just kind of skim around this and get into this open flat section over here. Now, that being said, it's obviously the ribbon's not going to run perfectly across that, right? There's just, like, I don't have Mark IV, Mark IV depots, so the only way I can make the ribbon work for that is to basically skip the ribbon, right? I'll just have to double side it like this, and then just force the city to kind of work its way along. And what I'll do during them periods is actually I'll just put in repeater depots to repeat some of the material that it's using, and see how it goes. I mean, that's kind of my plan. It's not. I don't know if it's a great plan, but it's the plan I'm going with. So that's the one we're going with right now, and see what happens. All right, so we got those two in. So this is where I have to put in a few things. Now, obviously, I'm not doing plastic, or I wouldn't be doing these here because this here is part of. Basically, it's like a puzzle piece, right? This here piece joins into the next piece, and so on, right? And so things like aluminum. So when the waste comes out and it gets processed by one of these two plants, if it gets placed by one of these two plants, then it has to go somewhere, right? But this plant here actually comes over here to do this, right? So this next one, this plant has to be there, but this does not. Well, in fact, this plant doesn't have to be there because it doesn't have the waste center coming into it, right? But anyway, nevertheless, we'll worry about that in a minute. Let me go down to the other side. We got to expand the other side out, right? Well, yeah, I'm sure they can be, but this one can't be because the Mark IIIs are stretched to the limit already, right? So I can't adjust the ribbons, right? Like I'm already pushing them as far as they'll go to stretch to different means. That's why I had to get to Mark III, because I couldn't build anymore until I had Mark IIIs to actually make sure that everybody could reach each other, right? And trust me, I know this looks really funky. So you're thinking, well, okay, well, why didn't you just put like all the plastic together? Well, if you did that, then you couldn't get the aluminum over to finish the plastic, right? To get the compost to work, because then it's like, okay, so you had to leave a space for metal waste, but then you needed a space to eject that within 3 squares, right? So it's not just as simple as, oh, well, I'll just put the food here, put the plastic here, and whatever. It's actually all intermixed on purpose because it has to jump no more than 3 squares to be able to satisfy all its requirements. And trust me, that was a lot of work. that was a lot of torture. There was a lot of pain. It wasn't a lot of pain. There was a little pain. There was some discomfort or whatever. Who is saying that every segment must be functional? I'm not. I don't think every segment has to be functional. In fact, I'm hoping it doesn't have to be. We'll see. We'll see what happens, right? For sure. Jamie, what's up? I hope it's all good in the neighborhood. Loving the ribbon idea. Wonder if you can push it to a dome over the top of the planet. Well, the reason I'm running it this way is just because the way it worked out. I'm sure you could turn the ribbon to run lengthwise, like at an angle. So obviously on the hex side, this being with the hex pieces, that's when you see me building a lot, you'll see me doing this kind of build, right? So we'll just take 5 seconds here. When you see me build a lot, you'll see me do stuff like this, right? Which way is it going here? Is it that way? You'll see me doing stuff like this, right? Or whatever. To get nice straight lines. And you can do that with hex. So even though I'm running this one sideways, I'm sure I could run it straight up and down like this. And make this work. I haven't gotten that far yet. Trust me, if this works, if the ribbon fully functions, then I can start to explore ideas like maybe opening the top of this up and then try to run a ribbon straight up and down off of it. I mean, after that, I don't know, right? Like, if we can do crazy stuff like that, then it's game on, right? But Right now, I just got to get it to not blow up. Please don't blow up and hate me. I need you to work. Yeah, just keep working for me, dude. Keep working for me. I need you to be plastic, and I need you to go there and there. I need you to go there and there, and I need you to go there and there. And I need you to go here, and I need that guy to go there. Okay. Metal guys. Metal guys go here, there. The metal guys go here, there, and here, there. All right. So, food. Food goes here, here, and here. And then we get 2 of these guys. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. It's one of the few times I actually did a repetition, right? Build some matrix patterns like DSP. You think? Oh, gee. What I wouldn't give for a blueprinting tool at the moment. The placeholders are road signs to guide the cities in the shape. Thinking more of an expanded city that covers the entire northern pole. Yes, and this kind of goes back to what I mentioned earlier with Mr. O. I just don't know what the limitation is on what this can feed. So, for example, if this works, all right, if this works, how much city can it feed before it starts to run short? If that makes any sense, right? Because obviously the city right now wants a yearly amount of 294 food, okay? So we know that each of these produce 30 food, okay? So I would need 10, I need 10 of these right now to be running to make sure the city is getting enough, is where we are, right? Basically the city wants 300. These produce 30. That means I have to have 10 of these working, okay? And that's kind of the question. If I made the ribbon wider, great. But the problem is that would it have enough touch points on the ribbon to generate the amount of material required to keep it running? And I think that's why 6 is kind of where I'm starting to see how it goes, right? Yeah, well, with time, I think it's possible. Yeah, blueprint. We'll do blueprint. Blueprinting. Yup. Oh, man, what I wouldn't give for blueprinting. It's hard. It's hard. But you know what? It's part of the adventure, people. It's part of the adventure when you get early access, right? Sometimes the adventure is fine, and other times, you know, it isn't. But in this case, you know, I mean, this early access has been phenomenal. I must admit, makes you very happy, joy. I need 2 of those right there. You need to be that color actually, and then you can go right beside that. You forgot to do it over there, dude. Okay, just a second. We'll go back for it. Yeah, do this, do that. 1, 2. Put in that, and then 2 pinks. Go 1, 2. 2 purples. Go 1, 2. 1, 2. Metal goes in between those. Works good for me. You can see the intake and output of 10 million city, and take guides from that amount. Yeah, so it's 20. What was it? 2,800. I think it's almost 3,000 at 10 million. Now you got to remember, we are not at the final stage here of supply center, right? We are using, because reinforced concrete disappears and composite takes its place. So this number changes. We know this number changes after it goes to 100,000, right? I mean, you see that. Let's go over to Rio, right? So here's Rio. It got to 100,000. See, it reset the counter to 200. So I think it was almost 3,000 at 10 million. So if that's the case, if it's 3,000, that means you would need 100 food centers, right? And I have no idea how many I got here, but I know it's not 100. So, yep. So I mean, that's just where we are right now. But the first problem we got is I got to get it to 100,000. Stamping this stuff out. Okay, you did the pinks, you did the purples. Yep. You got to do this color here, dude. Right there, and then you got to put in this extra one right there. You get to do the two. You get to do that and that, and then we get to do that color and that color. Oh, gee, the things I go through. Listen, you're on the last row. You're on the last row, so that's the composites. There you go, and this is just standard steel. There you go. Look at you go. I know, right? All right. So extend your train line down here, because we're gonna have to keep going. I'm gonna start the game. I'm gonna start the. I'm gonna unpause here in a second, and I'm hoping just to be running. If I run it at just normal speed, hopefully I can keep up with making the new making the new ones. But I do have to watch out because obviously I have to make sure that I have enough trains to keep feeding all this craziness. Right? And I mean, there's a lot of craziness going on here all the time. So, all right, all the things, all the stuff, All right, there we go. So that side. Let's go to the other side. We'll make sure it's kind of wrapped up over here. Definitely going to have to try and keep going over here, right? Yup. That's a thing, Max. That's a thing. Look, you forgot to put these ones in. You were sleeping on the job on that one, dude. All right. Well, we got it. We got it. Do that. Do this. Do that. Okay. There we go. Do this. Do that with this. There we go. Only 5 supply depots are dealing with food for Rio. Can we assume that the Ribbon City will do it too? No. And the reason is that yes, there's only 5 supply depots, but I'm supplying that. That's not the actual count, right? So let's go over to Rio. So I am dropping off food by train, okay? These trains are delivering over 600 food annually, all right? Yes, we're only dropping it off at this one location, but the delivery of the amount is what counts, and they are delivering 600 food. So that's why these are full. So these are saying, okay, well, let's say these were, well, we know these were at 500 when they went to 100,000, right? Because that was at the very end of the last stream. The count was 500. So it doesn't matter that we're only using 4 entry points. Now it does to a degree, because we know that after certain count, for each 500, you have to kind of make a new terminal, right? With the 10 million city, we had to keep adding more food terminals because they just couldn't suck the food in fast enough using one terminal, right? So really, it's the only real count that matters here is they want 200 food yearly. How many food am I bringing to them? Well, in this case, I'm bringing 600 food because I got 2 trains of 300 apiece, right? And to do that 600 food, we, of course, built this yesterday to give them that 600 food. Now, it turns out this one factory, I think, does 1,800, 1,900 food, I think, comes out of this one factory. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yeah. So it's 30. Right? 30 by 30 is 900 times 2 is 1,800 food. So this one food factory can produce 1,800 food, and as long as I have the trains to take that food to the city, I can supply it with 1,800 food, right? Doesn't matter how many depots it uses, though. But on the Ribbon, it does, right? So on the Ribbon, this one factory of 30 is only able to drop off on this one spot, and that's it, right? And this Ribbon, right? And I don't even know if these are going to do 30. They may only do 15, right? We know it will do 30, but if it's not getting enough resources to do 30, how many is it actually doing? I haven't got a clue, right? That's kind of the experiment. Like, here we see there's that 40 food on there, and it's like, yeah, that looks awesome. Okay, but will that run out eventually? Am I going to overdo it? It's not for the count. It's for the knowledge of flow. I don't know the terminology I'm trying to say, so I'm trying to describe it. It's for the knowledge of flow. Well, I mean, yes, we can. I mean, obviously, I'm using past experience as a guide to hopefully get close to the target, if that makes sense, right? So obviously, I'm taking an idea of what I think we need and trying to run with that. That being said, though, I mean, there's no concrete proof of it. That's why I'm starting with 6 rows. But if I find it's okay, I'll expand it to 9 rows. But if I find I'm running short on food all the time, well, then I'll narrow it down to like 4 rows, so as I can get more terminals active per row, right? Because a terminal doesn't become active until a building touches it. So these aren't even going to work until a building starts to touch it, and then it will work. Which means everything on that part of the ribbon will become active, right? That's kind of the next part of the challenge is, this looks great, but these aren't going to work until a building touches it. And if I have it too wide, the buildings will never touch these before they run out of current food production or plastic or whatever it is they're doing, right? I mean, it's all sounding very, very scientific now. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be playing a game. Am I not playing a game? Well, yes, you're playing a game, but it's all sounding very scientific now, and it's a little scary. I just want to play. we should just play. Okay, well, let's do that. All the things. You forgot to put the second pink one in there. I mean, that happens every once in a while. Do that, do this. There we go. Let's see. Yes, you got to do that factory. You got to do this factory. And then we got to do this, and we got to do that. So, okay, that should allow us to at least run ahead with a little bit. I'm going to run it at just good old normal speed. Hopefully the city doesn't take off on us. And, well, okay, so I say that, and it just pops in 10 buildings, like, instantly. Gee whiz. Okay, this is fine. This is perfectly fine. Yeah, look at these guys trying to run ahead. No head running. No running ahead. It's very bad. It's very bad for your health. All right, all the things. Okay, so what do you want to do here, Max? Well, you can't put a ribbon in here. I know that. So you're gonna have to do a little bit of a skip jump here, I guess. Yeah. I've never had to skip anything before. So the problem is I don't know where to. I mean, I know where the cut is on my mental blueprint. The cut is here, right? It's this building, this building, this building, and this building. But I know that's not where it's a good cut to do that. All right. Let's just replicate this over here. I can see we're going to run into a little bit of a transitional issue here in a second. Does that mean I'm getting like a really weird vibe of things? Okay, well, listen, just put that there for a second. Let's see if we can't try this. Because, I mean, this has to be dealt with sooner or later. There's no way to get around it. Right. So now you're going to do this working backwards, Max. Wow, this is going to get intense. Okay, sure, this is fine. I mean, you're just going to work on this backwards from the way you usually do it, and I'm sure there will be no problems with that whatsoever, right? Yeah, whatever. Okay, take that, take this, take you. Here, I'll put you over here because I can actually use you. Well, good. We're gonna skim right underneath that. Whoosh. That will help me some. But how are you gonna let the city grow around that, Max? That's a good question. I don't know. Well, you could let the city grow up over here and come down this way. Well, that's true. Because you gotta allow the city to make contact with these points, Max. Okay, yep, that's fine. Well, it'll be fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Okay, well, we can now build this one going this way because this is now standard. Oh, good. I'm glad that that kind of worked out. I was a little concerned when it did that little humpy thing over there. I was like, oh, are we going to get into a lot of trouble problems here, or is it going to be just a little bit of a problem? How big of a problem is it going to be? A little bit of poop action, 2 pinks, 3 yellows, and then you need a spare yellow here somewhere. There we go. Now we need the red factory. Boop, boop. Then you got 2 purples. All the things. I believe 1 supply depot in the building can deal with the city. So that's not true. Everybody keeps saying that, but we know from the 10 million city, that's not true. You can only... So let's go over to Rio, all right? Let's say I only had 1 input for all the food, all right? 1 input. Okay, so at most I could do is 5 trains, all right? I could put 5 trains around that 1 input to drop off food, right? And so, like, you know, like I could do something like this, okay? Everybody keeps saying that, and yes, you're right. It does only take 1 for so long, right? But then you run out of time. And even then, you can't get a track to run all the way around this, right? So I would have to do some weird, funky thing like this, okay? Because remember, your city has to touch at least 1 touch point on this building. So I would have to do some weird thing like this. But then, all right, so that's... So the maximum amount of vehicles, let's call it that, you know, you might get lucky to get 4, no problem. And these things will only input so fast, right? So that's the problem. The problem is that you actually do need more than 1 of these. And that's why on the 10 million city, you see me putting multiple stops along the way to get the food in, or whatever it was, like high-tech parts or composite or whatever, to get as much in as possible, because you actually, yes, you don't have to do this design. This design is overblown and makes my city look cool, but that's not what's needed. What's needed is the amount of stops you can connect to the supply center, which is then connected to a city building so as it can supply the city. And so like on their Discord server, they had some player on there today has a city of 100 million people, right? And like you can tell, like when you look at his map, I don't know, he had like 40, I must have been like 40 supply centers, and that's what you would need. You would need, for that kind of volume, to do 100 million people, you would need to have the volume going into the city, because chances are you're probably looking for like 10,000, you know, the demand would be 10,000, right? There's no way you could use 1 building to get 10,000 into that city. It's just not going to happen. So anyway, nevertheless, I mean, it's, you know, like, yes, for a small little city, yeah, you can do it with 1 depot. But nobody knows what the limitation is, right? Well, I'll tell you what the limitation is. It's how many connections can you get to the depot to drop off, right? And it just gets too complicated after like 2-3 spots. So, you know, you're just going to need more supply centers. Anyway, it's just, you know, like I've seen bigger cities. They all have multiple supply centers because you can only get so much into each one by delivery, right? So the supply center isn't limited itself. It's its contact points and the amount of transportation you can do to that point is really the limitation. But anyway, nevertheless, it is what it is. So I still haven't got a plan for this. This is a really bad idea. What are you going to do about it, Max? I don't know. I really don't know what I'm going to do about this. I really don't want the city growing up and around like that. But at the same time, I really don't want the city growing down and around either. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Okay, well, I'm glad we found what it was you were trying to convey. That's the thing. All right. Anyway, we'll slowly hit the button. I gotta let these guys slowly climb over here, or they're not gonna get anywhere. Filler. Iron, do. My favorite filler of of all the things. Yeah, just put in the iron. Iron is great. Yeah, we'll just fill that, put in all the filler. So they can't grow out here. Yeah, something like that, something like this. Okay. Do this, click that. Now, what else do you need? Well, you need these factories, you goof. You forgot that. You haven't done that yet. You need that factory. You need this output. And you need this metal. And then you need the composite output and the steel output. There you go. You're good to go. All right. So what I'm going to try to do, I think, is I'm going to try and let the city sneak in around here. I'm going to try and let the city sneak around this by allowing it to grow out here a little bit. Then I'm going to try and box it in on the other side, right? In fact, I could try this little maneuver. I mean, I won't let it do it this. I won't let it go this way right away, but I think I will try to let it connect this way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let the city grow down this way, then come down here just a little bit, right? Grow around there, and then I'm going to cut it off once it grows back up and around this way, and then let it grow around this way. I think I'm going to have to handle that. You deleted the greenhouse with the placeholder. Did I? The green thing right there. Yep, that's fine. Cool. All right, it's fine. Everything is fine. Yeah, and I don't need the purple buildings with that anyway. There we go. You guys can grow down that way a little bit. Where are we with the city? 51,000. Yes, get to 100,000 dudes so we can crank this thing on. Let's go down the other end. Make sure that nothing's blowing up. Yeah, see, like these guys are going to try and outgrow me all the time. Luckily, this end, I don't have to worry about that kind of thing right now. Holy smokes. Thank goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2. All right, that's fine. So, a little bit of blue for you. A little bit of that one. And then 1 green. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I see what's going on here. 1 green, and then 2 of you, and now we can actually do the next row. So, boom, boom. 2 greenhouses. Boom, boom. 6 water. 4, 5, 6. Then you need one of these guys. Yep. And then you need one of those guys, and then you get to do 2 aluminum guys. 1 there, 1 there. 1 there, 1 there. Then you do a little bit of Rumpelstiltskin on that, and then you get 2 pinks, and then 4 of these guys. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 of these guys. You forgot to do this row, you goof. Like that. Okay, now we're good. We're good now. 2 purples is next on the list. Right there, right there. And then you need the factory. Like so. Now I should actually do these while I'm thinking about it. So that goes there. That goes there. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then these guys go 1, 2, 1, 2. There we are. Oh yeah, I see you. I see you growing. I see you growing, city. You're just coming right on down here. The nice part is that it is making touch points. All the lights are turning green as we're moving along. We like that. Let's go to the other end for a second. All right, so it is starting to now get into the no strip, but that's fine. We'll see how it goes. That'll be the first time we have that incident happen. Let's see. So now you've got to get this guy in. Boom, boom. You got to get this guy in. Boom, boom. Now you need these 2 factories there and there. You need the 2 composite pickups and the 2 steel outputs. Excellent. And then you need Mr. Food Guy. Food Guy. But you don't need the food here. It's the actual 2 plastic factories, or composite factories I'm looking for there. All right, so that's a little bit more on that one. So to the other end, What am I going to do with this mess? As we approach 60,000, what are we going to do with this? Okay, we're going to let them try and grow around it this way. Okay, so we're going to let the city grow out and around, come back up and around like this, temporarily. So let's just put a bunch of this stuff in. All right, and then what I want it to do is I'm going to let the city come up around here to make a join, because I'm going to block this, right? When I bring this across, I'm going to chop the city apart. So I would like the city be able to come up here and just do a thing, like to connect. But whether or not it can do it is kind of a question, right? So we're going to do this maneuver. Come down here. Something like that. What are you doing there, big game? Don't try and outthink me, game. There you go. Yes. Yep, all the things right around there. Okay. Yep, all the things right there. Yep, beautiful. Now, can we have this kind of come down here a little bit? Maybe come over this way some. I mean, this is all an experiment, right? Heck, we haven't even got the ribbon working yet. I mean, I'll have it working soon, I hope. And I hope it will work. I mean, you know, that's a thing. But we do need the city to grow a certain way. I need it to come down here, grow back up into here, and then I'm going to allow it to grow up in here. And then I'll unblock this and chop it off here. Sure, it's perfectly fine. You know, that doesn't sound mean at all. You know what you've been forgetting to put in here, Max? Yeah, these guys. Boy, are you ever, like, not staying on top of things at the moment. Right. That was kind of silly, and you put that in the wrong spot. That was silly. Hopefully he'll grow back in there really soon. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep. 1, 2, 1, 2. You got to make sure you put these in the right spot. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to leave that one out for now, because again, I need the city to kind of figure out. Hey, you know what we should do? Go this way. Yeah. Don't go this way. This way's blocked. Road closed. Washed out. Don't go this way. All right. There we go. So hopefully he'll get the hint. Go this way. Please get the hint. Go this way. And we'll gently guide him around this way for a bit. All right. So now hit the play button. Please put a building back in here. I would really appreciate it. You know what? I'm not even going to stare at that. He'll do it. He'll do it. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. What is the requirements? 342 is the requirements. How many am I bringing to the city? 427 on that one, and 357. So we're okay for requirements. We should get to 100,000, no problem. Where are we with concrete? This is bringing 512, and this is bringing 254. Again, if 500 is kind of the magical number for 100,000, we should have enough concrete and the high-tech parts to get there. Food seems to be fine. I'm not going to worry about food, not yet anyway. Hope you're still building roads. Going to run out at the... I was. You know what? That's a good question. Gosh darn it. Let's go down and check that, actually. So, my original mall is still running, it turns out. Look at that. But it's not doing any roads. Uh-oh. Hey, guys, listen. Roads are important here. Just let you know. Can we have some roads? Because where we're going, we need roads. Do that. These are Mark IIs. Well, that one's not, but I can make it a Mark II now. There you go. Oh, really? You deleted it? You didn't have to delete it, dude. Okay, so there's a couple of roads. He's actually making me trains down here. It's not very fast, but he is making me a couple of trains. What is this? Waste disposal, supply center. Mark II depots. You know what? I'm going to actually switch you to this, and I'm going to switch this road down in here. Yeah, I'm still using my Mark II, my Mark II mall. You know, you don't abandon a mall just because it's not in fashion anymore. So, you know, yeah, it's got all the resources down here for it. Just kind of cleaning the resources up, and my Mark II mall is doing things, and now it's actually making me the road pieces. Let's actually go have a look at my Mark III mall, though. The Mark III mall, I don't think is doing road pieces. It is doing supply centers and stuff, so I could actually change them to down below to more road pieces. It's doing a lot of rail, no surprise there. It's doing a lot of trains at the moment. It's doing a whole bunch of trains and ice extractors. And the reason it's doing those is because those are the two things we'll need the most. It is doing a little bit of Mark II depots, but not a lot. And this, it's only got one job, and that's Mark III depots. So it's doing that pretty good, I guess. We are short on plastic. That's no surprise. We're always short on plastic, which is a little bit of a bummer, but you know, what can you do, right? We're always short on plastic. I mean, I could make more plastic, but again, this here was for supplying Rio and the mall. And really, if everything goes right, soon this will only supply the mall, so I won't worry about it too much. Listen, you can change these to roads, dude. Here, be a road. You be a road too. You guys can all be roads. How many roads do I got? Gee, I can't read the number. It's kind of tiny. I know I got like 10,000 trains. Road looks a little tiny, but it looks like we got enough. But you're right. It is something I had been watching for a bit to make sure that we weren't going to run out. Okay, let's see. Well, you better get another couple of these in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the thing is, I'm not hooking up any trains to this yet. How many trains do we got? I had no trains left when we started the stream, right? I got 376. Excellent. At 20 apiece. That's another 10 stops. You got 5, 3, 1, 1. All right. Well, 5,000. That should be enough road for now, anyway. Well, it's enough road to get me to where I'm going this week, or today, anyway. I don't know about tomorrow, but it's enough road for today, people. It's enough road for today. You betcha. Boom, boom, all the things. Okay, let's get another couple in here. What's this side doing? Are you behaving over here? Yes, he is. All right, listen, guys. Please figure out that you have to make a turn here and go down here. All right. I am going to let you have a little extra room. Hey, you get a little extra room if you come down here. Look, see? Room. Right? Should I be allowing him to have that much room? Yeah. All right. One thing I don't want him to do, though, is I do want him to go north and expand, right? So I do got to block him here for a second. Yeah, I need you to go up and around, dude. Figure this out for me, okay? Don't mess this up. Okay, there. That'll hopefully keep you busy for a minute. Now, let's go down here and keep working on these guys. We need one of these on each of these. We need 2 more greenhouses. You need 6 water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you need that there, that there, that there, and that there. Let's do these buildings first. Yes. Okay, that's fine. Now, do you want to do... Why does this look so weird? Oh, okay, I see what's going on. My bad. 1, 2. You haven't put in the other building yet. That's the problem, Max. You haven't put in the other building yet. That's why it's looking so weird. And now you do this. 1, 2. There you go. And now you grab the metal building and you go 3, 4, 3. And over here is 4. There you go. You can put that over here just to make it like even. Look how fast he's catching up to me. Stop going so fast, dude. Okay, I gotta go faster. Like, see? All right, all the things. Now, you need 2 pinks here, 2 pinks here. And then you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then you need an extra one of those. Then you need 2 purples. Well, of course you do. And then 2 metals. You got the 2 pinks in, but now this is where you need the 2 factories and the 2 metals. There we go. And now you do 2 factories like that. No, it's not. That's bad. That is not the same factory, dude. And then you do one of those and one of these. Done. All right. You are not placing those 4 buildings on top at this side. You are not placing those 4 buildings on top at this side? Oh, you mean the gas things? Yes, I will. I'm just not yet. One thing I'll let the city keep growing out to keep touching the buildings, and then usually what I do is I come back afterwards and I do this little maneuver. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. And this way I can do it all at once and I don't mess it up, right? Because it's easy to mess up, let me tell you. Well, you've seen that on the other side, just how easy it was to mess up, right? So, boom, 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 and boom, boom. There. That is the nice part about those atmospheric extractors, is that I can always do them later. As long as I can keep ahead of these guys along the line, I can always plop them on top of that, right? Let's go check the other side. Are you guys working around the turn? Yes. Good job, guys. Good job. You're doing a great job. Doing a great job. Listen, I need you to sneak up there just a little bit. Listen, I'm going to try and... You know what? We're going to try a little experiment here. I'm going to let you guys come up this way. Really thin-like. Don't mess this up. All right, guys? I mean, I'm being really nice to try and let you guys do this. In fact, I don't want you guys, like, going anywhere up here at all. I just want you to come around the turn. Come around the turn for me, would you? Yeah, do that. If you expand up that way and you expand that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do this. I want the city. I need the city to start growing back over here so I can start the mall back up. Well, the ribbon. If I can get the ribbon started back up, then I'm not so worried about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, you're being a little cheap, but I'm going to allow that for now. Yeah, work your way through there, guys. Work your way through there. Where are you at for population? Yeah. Getting close to 80,000. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Let's go down here to the end. Click down there, dude. It's going to be faster. No, don't catch up to me. Don't you dare catch up to me, mister. Okay. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, do that. 1, 2, do that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, do that. And 2, do that. Nice. Okay. You need to do that. You need to do that. You need to do that. A little bit of carbon for everybody. Well, you already got your carbon, so I'm not giving you any more. You already got what you wanted, mister. I'm not giving you any more of that stuff. You know, we got quotas here, people. Quotas. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Okay. Okay, yep, everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Okay, now you got to grab the middle ones. 1 there, and there, and there. Okay, very good. Yep, this is perfectly fine. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. I mean, it's the only way I can keep up now. I literally got to be building these by the dozen. Okay. Here, you might as well stick that building in there anyway. Now you get to do this building a bunch of times. Not there, though. Don't confuse yourself, Max, because that's how fast you can confuse yourself. Greenhouse. Greenhouse goes there, there, and there. And then water. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and I'm actually not going to keep building on this one right now. I'll just focus on these 3 holes here. Listen, take that factory out or it's going to confuse you. Okay, so aluminum goes boom, boom. It does the little sideways slide. You betcha. Then you need these dark ones, the dark dots. This is compost, I think. I think that's compost. And then this is high-tech parts. Then you got organics, because you got to have a place for all the poopers. Then 2 pinks. 2 pinks for you, 2 pinks for you, 2 pinks for you. And then a bunch of yellows. Do that, and do that. Did I put it over there? Yes, I did. Now, 2 purples. The 2 purples go there, and there, and there. And now we put in the factories. Okay. And the metals go in next. Okay. You got your 2 pinks in. So that means you got to put in the tempered steel. Okay. Now you got to put in the tempered steel factory. Because that's a thing. And then you got to put in the composites factory. Like that. And now you put in, this is actually for the composite output and just standard steel. Done. And now the train track has to go in. Holy smokes. Yep. Because, train track. All right. You got in. Okay, yep, that's all in. And now we got to block this all up because a couple of times the city has tried to grow housing all the way out here to test my patience. Gosh darn it. Okay, where are you at? I mean, it's still green. It's still growing, so I know it's growing. It's not at 100K yet. Because as soon as it hits composites, boom. It's going to get crazy. Okay, do that. Do this. Come on, do it. Where are we at in the city? We are at 92,000. Oh, come on, guys. You can do it. You can do it. That's it. I need you to... This is what I need him to do. I need him to... So I'll be taking this back out and then putting more of this in. I'm going to cut right across here. That's right, guys. You just keep growing right out there. You just keep doing that. You're doing a great job. Great job, guys. Yeah, please don't mess this up. Okay. I mean, this is the big challenge, right? Because we'll have another big challenge when we come over here. Gosh darn it! Because then I got to get it around this monstrosity. I'm almost thinking it's going to be easier if I go up and around through this iron. That's really too bad. I got to lose one of them iron, but I mean, there's only one way in. Yeesh. We are 4,000 away. Is that where we are? Yes, 4,000 away from having the ribbon fully activated. Please don't mess this up. Okay, it's fine. Everything is fine. Here, build another one of these. This will keep you busy for a minute, Max, and then that way you don't stress out. Sure. Is that what you're going to tell me? Well, it's what I'm going to lie to you about anyway. All right. I'm glad you're just so awesome. Me too. I like being myself awesome. It's all good. You can dig it out before the city gets there. I could... Oh, what? The mountain? The ore. Yes, I could. That would be pretty tough to store all that ore somewhere, though. You know what? Let's not even think about that. We're like 3,500 away from getting the ribbon fully running, and seeing how bad or how good I did with it. So let's focus on that first, and then if everything goes great, then we'll do the thing like, hey, let's party, like it's awesomeness, right? That's my whole goal. We'll get the ribbon to 100K, see if the city doesn't blow up, and then we'll do it. Yeah, we'll just make a mega storage flower, right? Somewhere, and then then if we need to, we'll shove it in somewhere, right? Yeah, we'll just make a mega storage flower down here somewhere. You know, like we can. I mean, I got all kinds of space down here. I can just put in like 3 or 4 storage flowers and just store it there until we use it, and that will work. Okay. Oh, look at this. 1,000 to go. 1,000. I'm not even going to build anymore. I'm just going to let it go. There it is. All right. Wow. Yes, guys. That's what I need you to do. I need you to do the thing. Do the thing up and around the city. Look, 300 people to go. Please tell me this works. Boy, all the things should lose their minds. There's 200,000. Boom. We now have plastic waste being produced. So this is now it's going to get really exciting. Okay, please work. All right, this is the big one, people. This is the big one. Now, I'm not going to take the bootstraps away. First of all, I do got to clean this up, though. Okay. So first, obviously, we can't have... where is the concrete at? The concrete's down here. Obviously, I can't have the concrete here. I have to have the other thing there. The other thing. You know, the thing I'm talking about. It's fine. I'll just go find me some. Okay, there's one. So I need that to go there. And concrete to go, and that to go there. Now, I can keep this concrete here temporarily in case something goes wrong, but these two had to get converted back over. Now, High-Tech Parts doesn't care, except that I don't want the trains to drop any more off. I'd rather have the factory produce it, so I am going to cut the trains off. Yeah, we'll take you to 0. And just leave them alone for a minute. Yes, that's concrete train. Well, we don't need them trains anymore. And then this guy can go to 0. Okay, so, and then this guy can go to 0. Okay, that's it. The only thing coming into this city right now, and oh, you're also 0, dude. You're 0. I would hit this button, but it actually deletes the line. If you just take it down to 0, it leaves the line and doesn't hurt it any, right? So we'll just do that. There. So now, the only thing the city should be getting is water and nitrogen. And now we'll hit the play button and see what happens. I did notice over here, look at that. Look at that. It's making its own composite, and it's feeding itself. It's beautiful. Okay, now will it do enough of it, is the question. Please do enough of it. Tempered steel, I mean, we've had lots of tempered steel kicking around for a while, right? Is that out of distance? Oh, is that a problem? I think that might be a problem. Yeah, you're not going to do anything. Well, you'll do something. You got all kinds of tempered steel, but you're not going to make it. No. That's not good. Yeah, you guys aren't going to run. Well, this one will run. This one won't. This one won't run because it's 4 away. It's too far. That is composite. I could swap this factory for this placement. That would make that within range. That would make that within range of this. Does this... you know what? Let's just do this as an experiment. Take this, put that over here, and then I'll just change this to be this. So I think I'm going to have to update my blueprint. I didn't realize that. Now, this one will work fine. This one should work fine. It does. But this one wasn't going to work fine because it wasn't close enough. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a thing. I mean, you got to fix these, Max. There's no way around it. Or else the city's going to get awful upset with you really, really fast. Do that. I mean, again, this is all experimental, right? So, you know, slight design change is required. It is what it is. Do that. Grab that one, put it over here. Now, my only concern about that is polymer bars. Well, you'll get that polymer bar. You get that polymer bar. You also get that polymer bar. Okay, so yeah, I had to move this factory no matter what, because he wasn't even going to be able to get this polymer bar here. That wasn't going to happen. All right. Or you could add another platform of steel between nitrogen. I could. I'm just trying to leave space down here as much as possible and perfect. I'm literally just trying to. If there's a way I can fix it without adding extra, then that's fine, right? Like, let's say, for example, by me doing this, I still couldn't get it to reach all the things, then yeah, what I would do is I would just put another tempered steel right there, right? But in this case, because I'm trying to accomplish this with the notion in mind that, I want to try and, minimize as much as possible. Yeah, it's just part of my own internal challenge, I guess, is the way I'd have to explain it. This is something I want to be able to look back and say, yeah, right? Like I made a thing, and this thing I made uses the least amount of parts possible to make it work, which is really awesome and cool, and cool and awesome in a way, I guess, is what I'm doing. Yeah, right? It's like, instead of having 29 platforms, I was able to do it in 28, right? Because, I'm sure at some point in time, someone's going to figure it out and then say, well, I can do it in 27 platforms. And I'll be like, well, fine, I'll do it in 26. And then I'll still do it, right? And I mean, I'd rather just you want to make this change now? Because I don't want a city of 5 million then decide, oh, well, you know what, maybe I'll go change that now, right? I'd rather fix it right now so as we can, just keep making them the way we're supposed to. And yes, this is a bit annoying for 5 minutes, but, well, it's 5 minutes of my life I was going to be playing games anyway. It's not like I was wasting any more time in my life. This is already taking up my life. So it's perfectly fine if I'm doing this. Yeah, it's all good after that. Do that. Do this. Boom. What's really nice? To see the daylight still. It is awesome. It's nice because it's getting later, and I'm looking out the window, and it's still light out, and it's like, man, that's awesome. I hate short days. I really do. The short days just drive me crazy. Hey, we're almost to the end, but yeah, me and longer days are happier. I'm just a happier guy with longer days. So there. All right. So we got all the way down that way. Okay. You got to go back here to where we're making all the changes. All right. See, that one's fixed up. That one's fixed up. This one is not. So this is where you got to start. And then do that and slide over. You got to do this. Click this. And slide over. See, you can get into a pattern, right? You can get into a pattern, and then you just kind of don't think about it anymore, and then your brain becomes numb. And then I don't know what to tell you after that. Your brain becomes numb, and you just kind of think, well, it's all good after that, right? I didn't eat my brain anyway, Do that. Do this. Do that. Okay, and boop. Yeah, I guess there is a few more of these. This is what I wanted, though. I wanted the city to expand as far as possible because that's important. I needed the city to do this. So I know this looks painful, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Listen, I'm going to hit the play button on this. This is probably very scary to do. but we're going to see if I can at least get the city to keep going a little bit more so as we can start to see the results of this craziness that I've done. All right. So we won't run it on fast speed, but we will run it. There we go. Yes, there we go. We're hitting the rocks, people. We've hit the rocks. It's all good after that. Yeah, we've hit the rocks, people. Once we've hit the rocks, we know where we are. We know where we are. There's no more left to do. Okay, cool. Awesome. There we go. More light in the morning in my window. I'm waking up earlier. I'm going to sleep earlier and can't watch the stream. Well, I mean, that is a thing. That is a thing that's happening too, right? But I have blackout curtains, so I don't really worry about that. Okay, listen. Yeah, so you're stuck at 100,000. Your big complaint is you're getting all the things except for composite. Now, is that because it just hasn't made it yet? It's waiting for polymer. Okay, which means you need plastic waste. So is this where I've got to bootstrap it? I'll bet you it is, right? I probably got to bootstrap it somehow to start the plastic waste up. And then once it's running, it will go. All right, we need a bootstrap option. Where is that crazy option at? Listen, where do you want to do this, Max? Let's do it here. This is where the train lines are, so we're going to bootstrap it here. Composites. Do you want to just feed it composite? Yeah, I could do that. Okay. Sure. Put that there. Put that there. All right, we'll give it 2 composite trains. And sorry, guys. Listen, I'm about to cut you off down here. Big time. I know, right? Look, guys. I'm about to steal a bunch of this stuff for a minute. Don't mind me, okay? Where do you want to take it from? Well, let's take one from the inside and one from the outside. All right, let's do that. Okay. So, where is the train line come up to? It comes up to here. So I'm going to drop one off here. Composite. How many do you want to start? 200 to start. All right, you just gave that guy 372. You know what? That's all right. If we can get it to start making its own, then after that, it should be fine. Okay. Second train. Right about, oh, I don't know, right about here, I guess. You know what? I'm going to take it right from the main line, right there. This should only be temporary anyway. So that's one, and then the other one can go right here. Composite. Sure, let's do that. I could feed it plastic waste from here, because they do have plastic waste. That being said, I haven't got anything set up for that yet, so I'd have to set up a station. And this city's all called temporary, right? What I'm actually hoping to do with this city is actually turn it into a ribbon city. But I need the other one to work first, and then I'm going to try and figure out how I'm going to turn this one into a ribbon city. Because I haven't got a full plan on that. I think I could cut it off right here, just below the water line, and then run it around the water and stuff. But that's what I'm going to do with this city. I'm going to try to turn it into a ribbon city. I just don't know if I can. But once I'm hoping to be able to take like a feed off of it here and then just start going this way with it and see what happens. But that's why I'm just going to try and take it off of here, right? So let's see how this goes. This means we should be able to zip up a little bit. Yeah, you guys aren't going to grow that way anymore at the moment. I mean, you will shortly. You know what? Because let me get this done. Listen, dude, don't rush your life. Because let me tell you, if you do, you're gonna panic. Okay. Now the pattern has changed, of course. So that's a thing. Okay. Anyway, that's fine. The pattern is it's just slightly different. It's not like it's all different. It's just slightly different. Okay. And then 2 greenhouses. Boom. 6 water. You haven't even put any water trains in forever, dude. Like, you're going to have to put some water trains in, right? That's true, but let's just hope to see if this works first. Okay. Sure. Aluminum. A little bit of aluminum. There we go. The 3 organic compost dots. The 3 high-tech dots. Done. Now for the 2 purple dots. That seems way too early. That's way too early. Yeah, I knew it. It's supposed to be organics, pink, and then 3 yellow dots. Organics, pink, and it's supposed to be 2 pink, by the way, and then 3 yellow dots. With a yellow dot here and here. So then this one's supposed to be organic. Wait a minute. What's wrong? What's going on here? Oh, you haven't put in the building yet, you goof. There you go. Organic. 2 pink dots, not 3. Okay, and then 3 yellow dots with a dot in the side. All right, there we go. Yeah, let's just keep going on this. That way I know the ribbon is okay. Now you need the purple dots, dude. Purple dots. You might as well put the orange dot in to fix up your mistake here. Now you need to put in the red factory. Like that. You now need to put in the tempered steel dots. Like that. Now it's a tempered steel factory, like those, and then you need purple factories, like that. Actually, you might as well put that 4th purple factory in while it's there, and then you might as well put in the purple dot back there, but you need the steel dot to still go in there. All right, there you go. Excellent. Put in your compost. Oh, you've already put them in. Awesome. Put in your plastic recycle. All right, close, but no cigar. Okay, get rid of that before you confuse yourself. And then put in your 2 metals. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Excellent. Draw that train track out. Draw this road in. Okay, all the things. All right, there. Let's go see where them trains are to see. Oh, we're growing. Oh, it's growing. That's right. You're getting just enough, right, to grow. And if you grow, that means you're going to make me waste, right, guys? Yes, make me waste. Boom. Are you going to make me more waste? Please make me more waste. I need more waste than that. Oh, okay. Well, he did get his plastic waste. He got 1 out of 2. Yes, look at this. Nice. Yes. Okay. I'm going to let them trains run for a few minutes just to kind of keep bootstrapping this until the rest of the ribbon gets up and running. So you're now, yes, you're doing a thing. You're doing a thing. Poop out. There you go. Look at that. You're going to take that and you're going to put that down here. Boom. Look, you're going to stick it right into the factory. Look at you go. You be a hero. All right. Okay. This is this is good. The question is I don't know if these guys are going to make enough plastic waste. I mean, mathematically, they should, but I don't know for that for sure. You know, for certain. Let's hope so. Let's hope so, because we need them. I need these guys to poop out plastic waste like it's crazy. Because you need enough plastic waste to run 2 factories. And right now, they're not pooping out a lot of plastic waste. Yeah, guys. A little more plastic waste would be great. Let me tell you. Now, I mean, they could be... I mean, keep in mind, they're probably pooping this plastic waste out everywhere, right? So, you know, this could be a thing. I mean, for sure. Anyway, nevertheless, we'll see what happens here in a minute. You guys are going to keep growing down this way, right? Yes, you are. You're going down that way. Let's go to the other end of the ribbon for a minute. Okay, now this is going to be a problem. Now, do I want to try and just try? No. He's got to grow up and around the corner first. My bad, guys. Listen, I need you to take that detour. I need you to turn right and join your fellow friends up here, and then I'll let you come out. I'll let you come out and play as soon as you make the turn. All right, and don't you dare try and grow past here. Here, hit the play button on that, Max, so as you can see if we don't blow this thing up. There we go. Okay, all the things, all the stuff. Okay, there we go. So, I mean, we're bootstrapping this still, but I think that's just got to happen until there's enough plastic waste coming out to be able to keep up, hopefully. Because we're getting enough, we're getting organic waste here, which is going to be used by somebody. Okay, it's going to be you. Of course, this is full because that's a thing. All right, well, that's fine. What's going on down here, guys? Oh, gee whiz. This is all very intense. It's very intense. Okay. Everything looks good down here. We'll kick it up a notch, see what happens. It would be really nice if I didn't have to depend feeding it on that last item. Now, I mean, these 3 items, supposedly high tech is still getting this from I cut high tech off, so the only high tech it has is the remnants of what it is it had left over. But we'll find out if it cuts it off or not, right? So here's the only high tech in the factory. So it has to, now it is making its own high tech. It is doing that, which is great. Yeah, guys, keep doing that. That's very important. Yep, keep making your own high tech. Now, it could be that I've got too much ribbon, right? That it gets too scattered, and I'll have to grow the city even more. Stop it from doing this little stunt for now, and try and take some of these lines out. I'm pretty sure that would be the only thing I could do. But anyway, nevertheless, now see this guy's really rocking it. I mean, this guy was doing all the things. He's like, yeah, I got you, bro. I got your high tech parts. I'm like, that's right, dude. You do got my high tech parts. You be a hero. You betcha. Yeah, and they're all missing polymers. Every one of them is missing a polymer, right? No surprise there. Because plastics is going to be the hard sell, and I don't know now well, I mean, now do I delete that and try and pull that out? I could try that. What does that do for me? Nothing. Does nothing for you. Really? You're going to be that fussy, are you? Here. Where's my organic waste? Do that. And if I change you and then put you back to this, I'm trying an experiment here, right? So if I can let these guys empty out, will he now give me start to produce me plastic out here, right? Is what I'm trying to do. I mean, this is still going good. All right, now we're running short on composite again because, of course, now we're not delivering enough. Come on, guys. I need you to, keep doing the pooping of the things, but I need more plastic waste coming out here. More of it. That's right. And don't get me wrong, I'm glad to see that he's putting it in there, but I do need a lot more plastic waste. Because that's a thing. If we don't get enough plastic waste out of this, then I don't think it will be self-sustainable. Do you want to try and keep running the other stuff there, Max? Well, the problem is that this down here is probably gone. His problem. Listen, let's stop this. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Listen, we're going to cut you guys off for now. There. This whole factory is now dedicated to composites, and we'll try and feed it into that city up top to bootstrap it enough so that I can get it to grow. All right. That's the plan. Well, you don't have to worry about growth at the moment anyway. Let's just see if we run it on fast for a bit, if it starts to fill up out here. Well, it is still pooping. All right, so this guy is full on waste. He still pooped out plastic, though. So he is still pooping out plastic like crazy, which is good, because that means he's going to keep pooping, well, at least enough plastic that he's going to go this route. And at least 3 of them are keeping running. I had just hoped that it was going to put out enough plastic waste to handle the rest of this, which would have been enough. Like, it's even got enough steel coming out of it. Come on, guys. Give me all the plastic poop waste. Did you not? You can do it. I mean, we know it will work. We know it's feeding itself. We know that it's got enough food to feed itself. We know that it's got enough for the rest. We just got to somehow get enough to feed that one last piece. This one last piece, right? If we can get that, then it's a win. I mean, don't get me wrong. I can make plastic. I mean, we can make plastic composite all day out here, right? It just requires carbon and plastic factories. I can make carbon and plastic factories out here all day, but I really want the ribbon to do it on its own, is really my hope. I mean, it's are you growing because you're getting more composite, or is it because, like I don't want to cut the trains off, not yet anyway. I mean, you guys are really I think, all right, so it is going to try to probably grow because the trains are bringing a little composite along. I think is what's going on. Come on, guys. I know you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Listen, you could give them another couple rows here to grow into, right? That would make them really happy. That's true. So instead of them trying to grow out of your city, you could try to give them a couple rows here to see if you can keep expanding the city this way. Okay. Hey guys, listen. Yeah, free growth this way. I know. This is like a once in a lifetime opportunity for you guys to like grow this way a little bit so you guys can grow into your ribbon. Okay, there we go. And again, this was part of the experiment. I didn't know, I have no idea how many rows is a good row to start with, right? You know, because that's the problem. Like, there's like, it's not like I have a guide to go by, or there's any way to really work out the math. But gosh darn it, we're gonna make it happen. Okay, there you go, guys. Look, you can grow back here now. I know. You don't need to grow down the sides at the moment. Okay. So the other thing I'm going to do is I am going to boost plastic production. I think I'll put in another plastic line in so as we can get that composite running down there a little bit more smoothly. Okay, all the things. Well, Jamie, I'm at least getting some road back. I guess I don't have to worry about my road count at the moment. You know? There you go. All right, we'll stop there for a minute anyway. We'll see what happens. All right, so let's see if I can't get myself a little bit more plastic in my life, because this is pretty bad. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Well, you do have a little plastic going on. The problem is that plastic is being used in a couple of different areas, right? It is being used by the mall as well. And the mall's really happy about it. It's like, yes, I finally get some plastic. And I'm like, no plastic for you. No plastic for you. Okay, well, let's get another flower 5 in, because that's a thing that has to happen. Yeah, I think, is carbon the backup? I don't think it is. What are we using this one for? I don't know. Well, shove it into that sucker. Here. You can... Here, have more carbon. Yeah, more carbon. Dude. Because, hey, if I don't have to build them... let's see. Yeah, do that. Now, we got plastic kind of coming out the sides. Deliver that down here. Get lucky, maybe. Sure. We'll click that. Polymer bars. We'll do 7 trains. Okay, the other thing I do got to do, though, is I got to add these guys a bunch of water. That is going to be effective, too, right? You know, well, hey, look at this. Look at these guys go with their high-tech parts. They're loving it. You go, boys. Yeah, do it. Do it. Hey, well, at least we know now that it's making enough that it can do 3 out of 4. Yes, guys. Oh, that makes me so happy. Makes me so happy. Look at that. Now, it hasn't done it in a few spots yet, but, I mean, it's getting there. Aw, yeah. All good in the neighborhood. Ah, it's getting so close. Is that plastic flower Mark 1? I thought I upgraded it already. I probably haven't. Where is that Mark 1 thing? No, this way. You gotta go this way, dude. Yes, it is Mark 1. Here. You know what? Don't go crazy with Mark 3s, dude. They don't need Mark 3s. Mark 3s, that's just funny talk. There we go. Okay. All the things. Yeah, go all the way around here, dude. Do that. Here. Now you can have a couple Mark 3s over here to deliver that stuff to the north really fast. Yes, deliver me all the plastic of the things, guys. But I think I'm gonna have to make more. I really am. Not to say that's a bad thing. It's just, it's like, well, all right. I mean, sometimes you got to take 5 minutes of your life and you've got to go build yourself a factory. So, but really, I need to build, what, 4 factories? 4 or 5 factories, I guess. Okay, do that. Do this. Nope. Right to there. Yeah. You're good. You're good. Okay. You might as well get the others ready too. And then that way I can just put all the train track in at once, right? It just saves me a lot of hassle doing it that way. And then I might as well get the carbon running first, so as when I do get the factory for plastic running, all the carbon is ready. And then I can just slam it all in, right? Yeah, that's a plan, Max. That's a great plan. Yeah, we got to get that in there before that floods. Because that's the next challenge I got to deal with. Silly flooding. My only concern, these are all Mark 1s, dude. What are you doing there? Well, I mean, it's not hurting them, but let's Mark 2 these, okay? All right. Okay, carefully drag it around. Yeah, I know. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. Okay, right, there we go. All the things. Yeah, carbon, dude. Give me the carbon. Yeah, work with me here, all right? Okay, 3. There we go. How many you got? 1, 2. Well, you need at least 1 more. You know that. So just make your way up there. Okay, There we go. All right. Now you might as well put the insides in. Yup. Where's the things? There we go. Okay. Do that. Do this. Do that. I should have put the insides, I guess, in, but I didn't. That's all right. We'll actually get the. We'll at least get the machines up and running, and then I can come back and put in the inside lines. This will allow at least the outsides to work. Okay, there we go. Okay. Nope. Oops. I just bumped my microphone. What are you bumping the microphone for? Well, that's because I just the things are getting bumped around here. Whatever. I was gonna say phone. What is your problem? Yes, the phone telling me my phone bill is ready. Awesome. Just what I need the phone to tell me. I need my phone to tell me that my phone bill is ready. Gee whiz. You could have told me something more exciting than that phone. Hey, you know what? Your phone bill's ready. Is it? Well, thanks for that information. I didn't want it, but sure. Okay. Do that. Okay, now to get these guys on the inside. Okay, all the things. All right. I was gonna say you messed this up. No, you didn't. I'm good. I'm good. Just have to come back for it. Okay. All right. So by the time these are full up, we should be in decent shape to put the train lines in. Polymer bars. You didn't need to put that one there, Max, but that's all right. We'll get that in there anyway. Okay, and then on the inside, more carbon. More carbon. All right, more carbon. There we go. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Something like that. Now, take you out. Train lines. Lines of trains. Do. All the things. Okay, here we go. Let's draw some factories. Okay. And draw this one right across. Boop. There we go. And come down, come in, come down, come out. All right. Get you to come in. All the things. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Nothing else, I've gotten quite efficient at building these things because I've built a lot of them. So many of them. So many hex factories. Seems like that's all my brain dreams about now. Hex factories. It's sad. It's very sad, people. It's very, very sad. All right, there we go. Do it. Yep, keep going. Listen, you know what you should do? You should go look at the city for a minute and see how badly it's messed up now. I should probably do that. What are you guys doing? All right, well, okay, well, they haven't outgrown the sides. Oh, yeah, well, they aren't growing, so they're okay. They're maintaining what they've got. Right? Right, guys? You're maintaining what you have? Well, supposedly you are. And in fact, you're getting a little bit more composite now, so you're starting to grow again. That's awesome. Please tell me that you're going to turn green here shortly. Wow. All right, yeah, so the trains are dropping it off, but because I'm only dropping it off in 2 spots, it's not enough. But hey, there's what I need. Yes, do that. Do that, guys. Because if you get enough stuff together, that's good. Why don't you got tempered steel? What did I mess up? Your steel. Oh, I'm not delivering the nitrogen here yet. Oh, okay, that's fine. You know what? I'm going to let them guys just keep building up. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let these guys keep building up their stuff without delivering the nitrogen to them, and then hopefully they'll take off like a shot rock when I do deliver the nitrogen. It would be great, right? The thing is you've already put in like 10 trains worth. So these guys down here aren't building up squat. But, I mean, it's a working theory I have. We might be able to get enough out of it. Hey, you know, we got 3 out of 4, and I'm looking for a better song than Meatloaf. So that's what we're going for, people. You know, 2 out of 3, not today. I want all the 3s. Yeah, I want 3 out of 3, people. Or in this case, 4 out of 4. So if that means I have to bootstrap this thing a little bit longer to accomplish my mission, then so be it. Because this thing, I mean, sooner or later they're going to produce enough waste coming out of there to keep the lights on, right? So, I mean, we're going to find out. Okay, so is that all the things? I think that's all the things. Okay, well, here, slam some trains on that sucker then, would you? Sure. There's one. Oh, you should do this one slightly different. You know that, right? Yeah, I do. Yeah, do this, do that. Okay. Yeah, so ones where I know I have to drop off more material. I've been doing this oval loop now. It actually works out really good. So do this and go. Okay. No. Give me the train. You click there. Click here. Carbon. 2 trains should be more than enough for you. Then take from the other side, carbon, 2 trains. Let's go. Then this side will be down here. This side, carbon. No, 4 trains. 4 trains is enough. Okay, then the top side of this one. For here, should be carbon. 4 is enough, dude. All right, so now the bottom of this one goes into here. 3, 4. I'll give you 5 trains because I'm being really nice. And I'll give 6 trains to this guy. Right there. All right, so that is going to get that up and running. Now you got to get 2 trains off of that and stick them just right into this. Here, there's one. Polymer bars. Yeah, we're not even messing around. We're just going to stick them straight into the factory. There's one, so that way the mall doesn't steal it. And that's what we're doing now. Yeah. So in this case, for once, I'm like, no. You're only one place is getting this stuff, and it's right here. Polymer bars. Let's go for 6. Sure, we'll go for 6. All right, there we go. That will definitely help that out. All right. The city still isn't green. Yeah, and that's. I'm gonna have to add a 3rd line. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to add a 3rd one. Well, that, or I can try to manipulate it temporarily to. You know what? I think I'll just add the 3rd one. I think we'll just do it that way. I think I'll just add the 3rd station here for now. That way I can just do it that way. Okay, so hey guys, what's up? Listen, I need a train from here to not you, not you. Down here a little bit. All right, down here a little bit more. There we go. I need a train that goes right to here. Composite. I don't know. How many do I have on that other one? No, that's 11. All right, well, 12 was a good guess, I guess. We'll see if that works. So now we're short on high-tech parts, but that's because I'm not pulling in aluminum, and it's not getting aluminum because I'm, well, it's got a lot of metal waste. What's the problem? Oh, steel is full. Well, of course steel is full, because of course that's a thing. And that whole cancel trick isn't working anymore. Why is that? It's driving me crazy. Here, do that. Do this. All right, you can't cancel the one you just made? Oh, that's because that wasn't steel. Oh no, that was all right. That's fine. Here, give me that. Cancel you out. There you go. And I knew some of this was going to be an issue where some parts were going to run better than others. I'm still not. I'm still thinking it's going to work. I just know we got to get the balance right. Once you get the balance right, Max, it will take off like a shot, right? The question is to get it up and running to get the balance right. Yeah, blank that. Yeah, blank these guys. Blank that. That's the only problem with the recycle centers, especially the metal recycle center, because like the plastic, when they get full, they get full. But because the metal recycle center does both, if one gets full, it cancels. The other one doesn't, or the other one won't run. Unlike the factories that, yes, you can get them to run like a duplicity, or like the atmospheric extractors where it will keep making oxygen even if carbon is full. The recycle centers don't work that way. If they get full before they've got aluminum done, well, then they're done. They're like, yeah, we're done. I'm like, no, don't be done. Don't be done yet. Just keep running. Keep running. Don't be done. Yep, don't be done, guys. It's all good. I need you to make some aluminum. All right, well, these guys got all kinds of aluminum. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay, well, then it's just the ones I should watch out for that, too, because I'll have to end up deleting aluminum if I have to go back for it. So there's no aluminum there. That's fine. That's okay. Get rid of that one. Go for that. Yeah, and of course, the problem here is that I'm not delivering tempered steel to do the nitrogen yet. So you're too far down here now, dude. No sense worrying about those trains at all. All right, let's just focus on the ones here that have steel and blah, blah, blah. So you've got aluminum. So now we're back to the plastic problem. The plastic problem is I need you to poop out more plastic, guys. Please. I really appreciate it. That would be nice. Listen, well, what do you want to do about that? Well, we could try borrowing Rio's plastic waste to see if we can't keep it bootstrapped long enough to keep it going. Because they want composite and they're never going to get it. I'm not giving it to them. But they are pooping out plastic waste, and I am trying to do that. So I guess maybe that's the next thing we try. All right, do this, do that. Plastic waste. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Okay, and these 5 here. And then these 5 here. Well, 7 actually, that's fine. All right, you got to make a place for them to put this plastic waste. All right, let's do that. We're gonna get I'm gonna get this to work. Gosh darn it, it will work. All right, I think it's just a numbers game now. It's just a numbers game. You just got to find the right numbers. We get, now my concern was that I didn't have enough ribbon to manufacture stuff, but now I'm thinking my ribbon's too long and it needed to be wider. So like I now need like, I don't know, say 9 or 10 rows of city before it gets efficient enough to make enough poop, right? Hey, guess what? Well, that's full. I don't care, right? That shouldn't matter. Like, really? If one of these fills up, then you can't make me any more waste? Is that a thing? Really? Don't get me wrong. I mean, we can try and blank these out. Go for that. Now what's that going to do? Wow, that's going to be a pain in the butt. Okay. Yeah, so I don't want this ribbon to get any longer. I'm going to try and make it wider and then try and get the balance to work on that, right? Because, holy smokes. Because I've already got because, I mean, how long is this ribbon? This ribbon is, oh, I would say it's got to have at least 30 ribbon pieces on it, right? So I'm going to have to go through each one, try to get it balanced out to try and get it to run correctly. All right, well, let's finish making the plastic over here so as we can kind of go with this plan. And then what we'll do is we will try to get some of these to balance out and then see if we can't get that to work. Okay, and these are just storage, right? So we're just going to cover these all in, except for the big loop in the middle. Do that. Okay, there we go. Do this. Now, train track. Yep. Okay, all the way back. There we go. All right, let's get a train down here to drop that off. Actually, we'll need 3 trains. So, plastic waste, drop off. Sure. There you go, plastic waste. Let's say 5 trains apiece. Let's do... What's going on up here? Don't know who's picking up there, but anyway, I will not worry about that for the moment. Do that, plastic waste. We'll throw some trains on that, and then up here, same deal. Throw that there. Throw that down here. Plastic waste. I'll throw 10 trains at it. Now, how are you going to handle this going up here there, Max? Well, that's actually a really good question, because I haven't got a clue. So, okay, that's fine. Well, it's not fine if you haven't got a plan. Well, that's true. So, let's hook it into here. All right, we're going to hook this up here. We're going to try and cut this through. Where are you going to drop off the plastic waste at? The problem is there's no way I could run like 100 trains for each of these, right? So I got to be kind of selective of what I do here. Let's see. Can we get one of these to balance out right without having all the plastic waste available? And even so, how do you get the plastic waste in there? Because you can't do that. Okay, get rid of that reinforced concrete line. Get rid of that high-tech parts line. Polymer, plastic waste. You could jump it there, but you can't. I'd have to. All right, this is the only way this is going to work. There you go. That's how that's going to work. All right. Are you going to try and do that over here? Well, I got no choice, do I? That's true. Oh, except you want to do it this way. You could actually do doubles on that to try and hit both of them. Okay, so that's 2 trains. Boy, this is gonna be expensive. Okay. Hey guys, what's up? Listen, I'm going to borrow a little bit of your plastic, or a little bit of your plastic waste here. You don't mind, do you? No? Well, I might mind it here in a minute. Now, luckily, I got 1,000 trains, I think, now, so... this way. Okay, I'm going to put 1 here. Plastic waste. How many trains does this take? Let's just do... we'll do 51. All right, and then maybe I can try and put a 3rd one in here. Well, I know I could put a 3rd one in here. Right about here somewhere. Okay, down here a little bit. Okay, right here. Plastic waste, 51. All right, do that. Do you want to try and stick 1 more in here for the hoots of it? Sure, it's going to be great. All right, well, let's do that. And a 3rd train. Do this, do that. let's take it from this side. Right about here somewhere. And we'll stick that right here and do 51 here. Now, again, I'm just trying to get the city to grow enough that hopefully it grows into the ribbon now. And I'll have to try and probably back this off a little bit more. So let's do a little bit of this. You're probably going to have to make again, we want quality control, people. We'll need quality control. But at the same time, looks like I'm going to have to get this city to grow a little bit more out back ways, so as we can get the volume to work right. It'll take a little time for them trains to get up here anyway before I can start trying to balance them. Now, the only reason I got to do the balancing part is because those recycle factories lock up when they are full. And it turns out that the waste disposal factories also lock up when they're full, which is really a bummer. Because that means, like, oh, look, you're not hauling enough X away, so now it just jams up. And I'm like, no, really? That's a bummer. Because I need that stuff. Yep, that's a thing. Okay, what are you doing down here, dudes? Listen, I'm going to cut you off for a bit. Yep. Hopefully you'll figure out that I don't want you to grow this way anymore, and that instead I want you to go back there and grow back there a little bit. All right. Yep, that looks good. What about over here? Okay, yep, that looks fine. You're not going to go that way, hopefully, anymore. And hopefully this space back here is where you'll grow into. Let's see, what do you got to say to me? So high-tech parts is your problem. But I don't want to feed it high-tech parts. I want it to do it itself. So let's check that plastic out and see what happens, which is right about here. Okay. So you're jammed up full of that. You know what? I'm going to do this little trick, just so as I can keep blanking that for now. Blank, blank, and blank. And then I'll do the same thing with the raw this. So blank, blank's already blank, and he's already blank. Excellent. Meanwhile, all the other things. Are you guys going to get here with my plastic waste yet, guys? I didn't, 51 trains. I would expect you guys to be here by now. But anyway, all right, well, I'll wait and see if they show up. I got no choice. I got to wait to see if they show up. Meanwhile, make sure that these guys aren't choking themselves off full of poop. Why is it always the poop problem? It's always the poop problem, Stop it, guys. Yeah, it's always the poop problem. Okay, yeah, you're supposed to be turning around there, dude. Okay. Always a poop problem. Yeah, that's for sure. Come on, guys. If I go looking for these trains, am I going to find these trains? Well, I do know that there's only one way for these trains to get here, and that's on this sneaky... Oh, I didn't finish that line. Darn it. When I put that in trains in. That's a bit of a bummer. Well, there's waste. There's a train going with plastic waste now, so that's fine. I wish I'd finished that other line. All right, so they have arrived. Plastic waste is happening. Yes, that's a thing. I see poop is a problem. Poop is still the problem. So get rid of the poop. Yeah, get rid of the poop. Okay. Now, of course, I also need to make sure that these guys can spit out... No, wait a minute. Why is organic waste still a problem? Yeah, I was going to say, don't you dare tell me organic waste is a problem, mister. I'll tell you right now it's not. Poop. Yeah, let's go. Do it. All right. Let's see. I do got to be careful, though, because if the plastic waste gets too full, then we're going to have a problem. So I may have to cut these guys off. Yeah, let's do that for a minute. Here, listen, you can store some extra out here, guys, and then if we need it, I'll grab it. Here, store your extras out here. Yeah, store the extra out here, guys. Wow, this factory's like going right through it, like nothing. It's like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it all day. Okay, so these guys are going through it a little bit. Okay, so you guys are growing again. Well, I know they grew some because they just did a thing. So, who's missing what? High-tech parts is still the missing piece. All right, and polymer bars is still the missing problem. The factories are producing it fast, though. Now you want to do composite. Oh, sure. Yeah. This is what happens when you have enough plastic. Now the composite factories are like, yes, now I want to be part of the party. I'm like, no, you were supposed to give it to high-tech parts guy, right? Like, no, give it to this guy here. He was perfectly fine. He was perfectly fine. But no, now you want to give it to this guy. I can't believe that. Ugh. Figures. Oh, well, at least he got one. He got one. Gotta run. No problem, dudes. Hope all the good stuff and the things happens down there in future time. All good. Let's see. Now, no, back this way a little bit, dude. Go back this way. So you've run out. That's no surprise. Your organic waste is full again. That's no surprise. Can we blank you out? Can I put at least one of those back in there? We'll put one of those back in there. And blank you out. I mean, I can bring high-tech parts up here temporarily, but, gee, that's really going to stink. But you might not have much choice, Max. I think, you know, if you don't bring them some high-tech parts, they're not going to grow. All right. At least bring them high-tech parts temporarily, dude. That way they have a shot at it. All right, well, let's do it that way. I think we'll do the same thing I just did with these guys. I think I'll put the high-tech parts in here, and then I'll put a few extras out here just to have it. So I can play cutoff. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to need that to go in there, because you got to jump over to there. Okay, let's go grab 3 trains of this and see if we can't get this city to grow into this ribbon. Okay. Hey guys, what's up? Listen, what are you doing? You're high-tech parts, 38. You're going to the other city, I know you are. High-tech parts is 2. High-tech parts is 0. Really? Where's your destination? Your destination is right there. No, it's not. Your destination change, my friend, is on this loop. And with that, I'm going to give you 12 trains. Yeah, 12. 12 trains, dude. 12 trains. There you go. Are you the same thing? Yes, you are. Change destination to here and give you 12 trains. Okay. Is that it for the extra surprises? Yes. So if I go down here and grab one more, grab it from this corner down here, I guess. Okay. And then up here. And stick you in here for 12 trains. High-tech. High-tech me. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, there. So that's 600, which these are only needing 236. So that should get that up and running. These guys have food and stuff. They're doing really good. They're doing really good in that regard. Okay. Now, can we get one to balance out good enough to do things with? This is where you need to make. Okay, so Okay, blank that, blank that, blank that, blank that. All right, take this, put it out here, and we'll blank these metals on the way back. All right, see if we can't get 4 or 5 of these things to run. I think, again, yeah, see, like, if we can just keep everything balanced and even, it might actually work out. I just need the city. I think I just need the city to grow into itself, because I made the ribbon too long for the width of the city I had. But I was concerned that I didn't have enough ribbon made to make it work. But I think it might get there. It's gonna be close. Everything's so close. Yeah, guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am perfectly fine to let these guys get backed up on this, because if they start to get backed up on stuff, that will be great. Because then the question becomes is just getting it to work. Yeah, back up on all the things, guys. Just not the raw material. Don't back up on the raw material. Not yet. Not yet. You're not eating fast enough, guys. I need you to eat faster. Oh, I've messed up here somehow. Yep. That's supposed to be an aluminum. Okay. I just need you guys. I need you guys to eat food faster, so poop can come out faster, guys. You know, that's a problem. I need more poop to be coming out faster. Here, grab that. Blank that. Yeah, I need less poop or more food eating. Pick your choice. Pick your poison. Because I need some of this compost to be gone. Now, I was always worried about this factory. I was always concerned about that. You know what? I'm actually going to take these out temporarily. So obviously, them factories make compost from nitrogen, right? But I wasn't quite sure if I always needed them, so I'm gonna keep them out for now, and see if these guys can keep up in the whole food production pyramid thing. Yeah, do that, guys. Yeah, because see, now you're gonna need that organic waste. Oh no, not you. You're going to need that organic waste, my friend, because that's the only way you can get more of this, and that's the only way you can get more food. So I might take that out temporarily and then put it back. I did notice that when I was doing my testing, and I should have kind of caught on to that a little sooner, maybe. But we can take them out now, which means that's right, guys. It's Poop City. Turning into compost, which means you've got to do all the work yourself now. That's right. And hopefully that will stop the jamming of this all the time so it can keep running. Because if you got to keep doing that, because it takes 5 organic waste just to make this thing make 1 compost. That's a lot of organic waste coming off of that platform. So if that's the case, let's take that factory out temporarily along the board. Sure, why not? Well, these guys aren't even making stuff. So let's deal with the ones that are making stuff, Max. Do that. Take you out. Take you out. Take you out. These guys aren't making any stuff. So we just want to focus on the ones that make stuff right now, dude. Okay. Yeah, that's it, guys. Keep emptying this, because I think you're going to have to. Right, full. Full is not good. There, give me this. Let's go. Poop away. All the pooping. Yeah, look, it cleaned that platform right off. That's good. And these are getting full. Nice. City is growing. Yes, please. Well, I mean, it would be because it's being supplemented at the moment. But can we cut the supplement off and get away with it now. Gotta do that. Cut you 3 off. I'm not gonna cut off the... I won't cut off the waste side yet. Because it looks like it's still going pretty strong. It's still using a lot of waste, but I mean, it is kind of running at the moment. It's at 413. I mean, that means it's putting out 414 waste a second. That's great. Listen, the ribbon's getting really full really fast. Slow down. Okay, so we got some growth space here. Please tell me they didn't get to the end yet. They're trying. Okay. Listen, you got to give them a little bit more room, I think. Just a little bit more. Not much. Okay. If we get the balance right, people, if we just get the balance right. All right. All right. Okay, right. No. Just a little bit more room. Not a lot of room. Just a little bit more room. What do we got going this way? Yes. That's all good. That's all good. Okay, so they got a little bit of room. All right, that's fine. Let's keep rocking and rolling then and see what happens. They are getting plastic. They are getting plastic. Yeah, but they're getting too much plastic. I don't want that much plastic. Otherwise, it's going to get kind of crazy. So cut that one out. Okay, that's fine. And that's fine. All right, off we go. We'll see what happens. Because again, this number keeps climbing. If we can get enough stuff being made, I think it's going to balance out. Like it looks so close here, so close. I mean, look, we're not even backed up on organics anymore because I've taken that factory out. So it has to depend on so much organics coming out of this factory, which is good, which is exactly what we want. All the things. Okay, I'm going to cut you off temporarily. I want to see what happens. Yeah, I'm going to cut these off. 1, 2, and this one's already cut off. So that means they're running totally on their own waste. Keep going, guys. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it, guys. I know you can. I know you can. All right, so you're totally running on your own waste. And they're running totally on their own things. Yes, that's more than 3 blocks. That's more than 3 blocks. Okay, so these guys are totally separated, but see, now they've gone through all the waste on this one. And yeah, it's just not making enough yet. If it made more, I can get more. Yeah, because see, we're at 451, 452. Oh, it's getting closer. Look at it. It's getting closer where they're keeping running all the time. Oh, is it actually getting there? Is it getting to the point where it's balancing out? I think so. I think that's what it's doing. Yeah, you guys are running. You guys are running. Everything is still running. I think it's working. Yeah, because these guys can't contribute. These guys are totally non-contributing. Oh, are you contributing? Are you sneaking stuff in there? Oh, you sneak. No, you're not allowed to do that. You guys aren't contributing now. I see you guys are cut off. It's literally, I just got to get the city to grow into it. Grow into it, dude. Listen, you got to blank that. You got to blank that. There you go. All right. You gotta grab that and blank that one. Yeah, blank that one. And, right. I don't have to do anything here because this guy isn't really online yet. All right, that's fine. So really, the way this works is to bring one online, when I hook up the water and the nitrogen, I hook them up. I make sure that the 3 waste is blanked out, and then it should start up if everything is balanced. All right, so now we're running short on high-tech parts again. All right, so let's add a little bit more because we're at 480, which is getting closer to what we need, because it's kind of trying really hard to do what we want here, but it's like, oh, I haven't got quite enough, just not quite enough. Steel bars is full. Oh, really? Is that your problem? Right. Well, of course steel bars is full, because that's a thing. Here, blank that out for a minute. And of course steel bars is full because tempered steel is full. So that would be a thing. Do that. And again, that's that one. That's that weird factory. I don't know why. I wish it wasn't like that, but there's not much I can really do about it. It just makes it like the challenge here is that you need to make sure this can't jam up and that this can't jam up, and this can jam up easily because if steel or aluminum are not balanced, it's going to jam up either way, right? And right now I'm not using enough tempered steel to get anything done, and the reason, of course, is that we don't got enough plastic coming out to get anything done. It's such a catch-22. I could choke it. Okay, so what is it you need? Yeah, you're still looking for high-tech parts. All right. I will give you those high-tech parts over here. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. All right. I'm not going to give him the plastic. I'm going to see if he can grow into the plastic. If I give them the high-tech parts, can they grow into the plastic, or am I going to run short on composite altogether? Let's hope not. Okay, so we'll come down here, and of course we're giving them composite from the factory down below, but I'm hoping they'll be able to grow out of that and grow into plastic. Let's make sure that we're not running out of room in the city. Okay, we got some room growth here. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to give them a couple more rows. Yep, I would say. All right, well, let's get ready to do that. All right, a couple more rows to grow into. You can do it, dude. You can do it. You can do it. Where's the city center? Give me the name. Give me the city center. Here, guys, listen. Yeah, here. Grow up a little bit. Have all the things. There you go. I know, you're all happy, right? Okay. All right, there you go. Okay, there it is. All right. We'll stop coming down this way. Let's go the other way for a second. We're all right there for a second. All right. So now things are back to green again, but that's because I'm feeding it the high-tech parts. Now, let's see. Steel is still going to be a problem because it can't use the steel because it hasn't got enough plastic. Plastic is coming out at 521. Holy smokes, that's an awful lot of plastic. Okay. Let's see. What do you... How am I going to control this? I think I'm going to have to cut off some water and nitrogen temporarily. I won't get rid of the trains, but I'll get rid of the ability to load and unload them. And the reason is that if I can focus on just 4 or 5 blocks, I think it will be a lot easier to get this balanced if I focus on 4 or 5 blocks and then just expand it as it's needed, right? Because yeah, these guys are at 250,000 now. We're at 536 and growing. You can't put out any more because this is full, right? Yeah. Man, that recycle factory, that is really going to be a pain. I know that. Do that. Yeah, that is definitely going to be a pain. Try and keeping that up and running. All right. But yeah, that's it, guys. Aluminum for everybody. This guy's got all kinds of aluminum. They're like, yeah, we got aluminum. We're good. Well, if you've got aluminum, you're just missing the plastic, of course. Well, of course you are. Cut out non-operational waste depots. So plastic waste comes out where the factory's running. Cut out non-operational waste depots. The problem is reach. So, oh, you mean like down here? Yes, I could try that temporarily. All right, I'm good for that. Where do you want to cut that out at here, Max? Sure. I don't know why that guy keeps hopping around, but he's very happy. So, start from here. These are the waste depots, right? Yep. All right. Sure. We'll cut out these for now. Boy, is the city ever going to be mad at me when I go to put these back in, because I'm going to chop their people up. Okay. Do that and that. What's funny, as soon as I take it out, it automatically grows a piece in, right? Because the city is looking for so much room. Do that. Do that. Yeah, we'll just take these all out. And they can't even get to that one. All right, that's fine. So we'll go the other way. Go the other way, dudes. Okay. All right. Waste depots. Yes. Okay. Take you out. Take you out. And you. And you. All right. Yep. All right. Take that out. Now, I gotta be a little careful here because we're starting to get into some territory. Yes, I can take these out because they're not working anyway because I haven't got the nitrogen or the water coming here. And that should be my first focus, is only these ones should be the ones I focus on, right? Okay, so is that going to let me get out what I need? Well, it isn't with all this extra metal in there. Well, I mean, you got lots of aluminum there. But the problem is that they got to keep the depot empty. Depot is empty. Depot is mostly empty. Yeah, guys, do that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Wow, they're really starting to crank up now, aren't they? Maybe we get a little lucky here. Yeah, guys, keep doing whatever it is you're doing. Yep, that's good. They got lots of aluminum too. If they have lots of aluminum, then I'm just going to take care of the waste itself. Okay, just to make sure they can keep the plastic going. So what are you guys doing now? All right, so they're happy. They're happy and they know it. But that's because I'm hand feeding them at the moment. But we'll keep hand feeding them for the second here. Just let them keep growing into it. Listen, you're gonna have to give them more city here, dude. All right, just a second. Yeah, you've got to give them another strip, I think. Yep, you got to give them another strip. Right, because we're at the very end, and they're probably going to start sneaking out. All right. So let's go here. Yeah, like they were literally waiting for me to clean this out so they could have it. Oh, slow that down, dude. Like, yes, I agree. Yeah, just a second, guys. let me at least clean it out before you tackle me to death here, okay, guys? Holy smokes. Look, I can't even get the line out fast enough. As soon as I'm taking the line out, it's growing the city in. Yeah, my bad, guys. My bad. Listen, just relax. Relax, everybody. All right. Just relax. Be cool. Be cool. All right, we'll stop there. We'll go to the other side now. Yeah, like try and open some of this. Man, I guess I should have cleaned this out sooner. Listen, look. Just give me a second to do things, all right, guys? I know you guys are really, really excited for more city space, but... All right. Okay, well, that's interesting. Right. They're getting their own food and their own oxygen, but that's only in these stations that have it, which is good. Okay, so taking that factory out has been good so far. They are running a little low on food on a couple of these spots, though, so that's kind of interesting. That's for sure. You know. Now that's our last one here. There's no nitrogen after that one. So okay. Well, listen, I think I'm gonna give them another row. I think I do. Otherwise, they're just not gonna grow far enough, dude. I mean, yeah, because if you don't give them another row, they're gonna explode at the ends. Look, see, they're already starting to cheat. All right, whoa. No cheating, guys. Listen, I know. I'm not giving you enough stuff. Blah blah blah. All the things. Look, talk to your attorney. What can I tell you? Life is tough sometimes. So clean this up. Yeah, I'm gonna let you climb around the mountain a little bit here, guys. There you go. Okay, do all the things. Here, do you want to fill this mountain pocket? I'll let you fill the mountain pocket if you want, because I don't think they can get out until they can get over here, right? You know what? Don't do that, Max, because if you do that and then you've got too much given to them, cutting them back will be a pain in the butt. So let's just give them a little bit. Okay. Okay, yep. You gave them too much there, dude. All right, well, I'll fix it. Just hold on a second. Okay. Sure, that'll work. Look at this guy trying to sneak in there. Get out of there. Yeah, a little sneak. Gee whiz. Okay, yeah, I know you guys will just try and sneak in here anywhere you want. Yeah, I know what's going on. Sure. Okay, yep. And again, this was kind of part of the experiment. Like the ribbon was the first part, but again, like just knowing the numbers and the balance is the second part, I guess. Okay. There you go, guys. Another couple of rows for you. Don't lose your minds when I give it to you, all right? How big is the city anyway? 300,000. Okay. It shouldn't be too bad, I guess. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Here we go. You're going to have to add more road. Well, yes, I am. Yeah, if you don't add more road, they're gonna be losing their minds out here. Yeah. All right. Well, let's go crazy. I'll hit the play button for a second to let them add a little more road to all this. There. Play button away, dudes. Play button away. You got yourself 15 minutes to see what's going to happen here. Because then you get to go eat. Is what you're going to do. 5 to maybe in 10 minutes. Because I'm getting pretty hungry all of a sudden. So we'll stretch this out a little bit. Okay. Come on, guys. Work with me. At least if I can get one of these to stable out for a plastic, and maybe it just doesn't. I'm sure I did the math right though. You know, that metal waste, organic waste. I mean, but again, this is all kind of an experiment. It may or may not work at all, right? I mean, it could be just like, yeah. Not going to happen. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Because see, what should happen of course, if everything was the balance right, then we're good to go. But is it going to happen? I don't know. I might have to cut some of these. Like, how many do I got here? I think it's 10, right? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boy, this one's ugly. You know what? You can clean this up now, Max. You don't have to be sharing this water like that. Take this concrete out. They're at 300,000. That's not going to help you anymore. Take this water out too, so it doesn't confuse you. Is that all the surprises and extra? Oh, here's some extra water. You can take that out. That was just saving me trains at the time, is what that was doing. All the things. Why do I have an extra that in there? Oh, I was doing the same thing with you at one time. That's what that is. But we don't need those anymore. Nope. Everybody gets their own trains nowadays. Everybody's all grown up. Yep, that can come out. Oh, not that one. My bad. That was my bad, guys. No, don't feel that. My bad, guys. I took that one out by accident. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so I got 11. I got 11 stops that are online fully, and basically it comes down to, can I get it to balance out enough that I can get enough plastic out to make it worthwhile? If not, what does that mean? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's fine. Because this guy puts out 3 tempered steel, right? So then this guy needs 4 steel bars to do that. Now, this guy puts out 2 steel bars and 1 aluminum bar. So he puts that steel bar out here, and we've changed the order of this a little bit. Where is the steel bar going? Oh, right there, yeah. So he puts out the 2 steel bars, which of course these 3 machines actually use. No, this machine uses. He puts out the steel bar. He takes 4 of them steel, makes the 3, and then these guys each take 1, and that's fine. The 1 aluminum bar coming out comes down here. You need 1. You need 2 of them aluminum bars. I think this is the only guy that uses the aluminum bars for some reason. Because food's its own little circle of life. That's the nice part about it. So compost and water. Water comes from the south, and compost, of course, comes from this factory here, which is organic waste. It's its own little loop, and so is the oxygen. So if I can figure out the plastic balance, then everything else is gravy train. Okay. That is the question, Max. Can you figure out the plastic balance? Maybe. It would be nice if I could. You just gotta figure it out. I mean, we're up to 691 waste being generated annually. That's a lot of waste, right? Because I mean, 691. I've got 10 depots, right? So I've got 20 of these. 20 times 2 is 40. 40 times 3, that's 1,200. So that's the magic number, 1,200. If I get this to 1,200, then there should be enough plastic coming out every minute for the 10 depots I have to do that, right? Now the question is if you got 1,200 coming out, can you eat up 1,200 of the rest? Well, we know food will. In fact, I noticed food's starting to run short all of a sudden. Now, it won't because... now, food may run short because I took out all these other depots, right? Which isn't good. I may have to put them depots back in just to get the food to run, because otherwise we're not going to have enough. We're not going to have enough coming out. Hey guys, what are you doing? Listen, feel free to make him some food. What's your problem? Oh, nitrogen. Well, of course you're not making nitrogen. Right. That's a thing. Well, we'll have to wait and see about that, I guess. I may have to bootstrap food on here temporarily to keep these guys going. But that's going to be the magic number, I think. 1,200. Now, I can try to cut this back by half to 600. I mean, that's one thing I can do. Would that work? I don't know. It's a mystery, people. It's a mystery. I know that. So what do I want to do now? Do I try and cut some of that back? What time is it? Oh, you got like 6 minutes, dude. If you cut some of these off, what's gonna happen? All right. Well, I guess the only thing to find out is to try it out. So I'm going to take 6 off the back. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So that means I now just have to pay attention to these ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, you got 6 factories, so that's 12 factories. 12 times 2 is 24. 24 by 30 is 640. It's close enough. It's a little over 600. So, what are you producing? 709. So, if this is the case, then if I push this button, these 6 should totally fill these factories, right? And then I can just balance that out. So let's see what happens. You're going to have to expand your thing. Am I going to have to expand my thing again? No. Is it got enough room on either side? Okay, hit the gas, dude. Let's see what happens. Okay, so your 6 down here are the ones you want to focus on. You're going to have to blank some of this out. You know that, right? Yup. Okay, so plastic's coming out of there, fast and furious like. That's great, but you haven't got aluminum coming out, dude. You got to have some aluminum coming out. Otherwise, these guys aren't going to keep up. You know what? I'll let these guys back up on this, and then I'll cut the red off. All right, so let's see what happens. All right, so they are starting to back up. These guys aren't yet, but looks like they're going to try and start backing up. So we know that these 6 here, there's more waste being generated than is being used. We're only using 640 of it. It's generating 711. If this theory is the right theory, then we're good to go, people. Gee whiz. And they only need 474. So please get this right. Right, metal waste is your problem, dude. Metal waste is the problem. Yep, do that. Help these guys out a little bit. There you go. Here, you can help these guys out too. Just to kind of balance them out a little bit. Yep. Start down this side, dude, because this, I think, is where it's going to get the most exciting. All right, there's 1, 2. I already did that one. 3, 4, 5, and then this is 6. I'll put a little marker here just to kind of remind me that this is where we cut it off. There. Stop there. Okay, there we go. Okay. So we are getting lots of waste coming through here now. Look at the waste, like, wow. Look at the waste being generated through these entries. And this is exactly what should happen. Yes, do that, dude. Do that. Listen, you got to clean this steel up temporarily. Just to kind of keep things moving along. Yeah, do that. Do that. Yeah, do this. And that one's already cleaned up, dude. All right, cool. Okay. All right. It's a balancing act. it's a very tight balancing act. But it might be enough. Okay. Yeah. Put plastic out. Yeah, so, I mean, both of these are now running full tilt. These guys are running full tilt. This one is not, but that's okay. All right, so he's going to use that polymer. He needs aluminum. So that is running. This is not running. Why is this not running? Steel bar times 2. Aluminum is full. Oh no! Did I get that backwards? Yeah, well, aluminum would be full. Oh, wait a minute. No, you're supposed to dump aluminum. Oh, well, aluminum bar is full over here. Of course it is. Here, can we help you out temporarily? Let's just do that. All right. Well, yeah, you're gonna do all the stuff in the things because these are all interconnected. You gotta kind of play it out, right? All right. Yeah, do all the things. Yeah, you're supposed to be doing double duty. Yeah, all of you guys are doing double duty. Yeah, I think you're gonna run out of food, but that's no surprise because I've cut the other ones off. I mean, look at the stuff coming out of this factory. That's what you want to see. These are looking healthier, I will say. Here, do that. Yep, that's fine. Okay, that looks good. I like seeing a little plastic there. That makes me happy. Let me tell you. Actually makes me ecstatic, to be honest. Listen, grab yourself a steel plate here for a second. Yeah, do that, would you? Okay. You need the orange one, dude. Pluck the orange one there. All right, there you go. Listen, what's your problem? Well, you're full. Yes, you are. Let me fix that for you. There you go, all the things. That should allow you to spin up, right? I would think. Here, we'll just help you out a little bit more. There you go, you're spinning up. That's exactly what we want to see right there. Oh, I think we're so close. It's so close. It's so close. 719. Okay, so we're short on something, and it's food. I knew it. Food is now going to be the issue. Oh, gee whiz. Okay, well, I mean, it is what it is. So, it's good. It's good. I think we're really close to getting it to balance out. But you know, I'm starving. I'm starving. All the things. I'm starving. And so I have to go eat at some point in time. That's what I got to do, people. That's what I got to do. Okay, so the plan is we now know that basically these 6 areas can do 640. This is putting out 719. So, which should be more than enough plastic, which is keeping these factories running at the moment. It's more than enough plastic to keep these guys running. So what I'm going to do offline is I'm actually going to clean up a bunch of stuff here. First, I'm going to clean up. I'm going to clean up some of this this extra water and nitrogen we got. I don't want to destroy the trains because the trains will just hold on to the material. That's fine. But what I'll do is I'll probably just take the I'll take out the drop-offs so they can't drop off onto these platforms, and cut that back. At the same time, I'll just clean up the rest. I'll probably expand the city a little bit, just to make sure they've got enough room. All the things, right? All the things. And then what we'll do is of course the schedule next week. This will be back on it because of course what are we doing? I want. Well, the ribbon is working. But now I want it self-sufficient, right? It's so close. It's so close to working. I know it is. And of course, if by some fluky miracle thing I do get it all balanced out, we might have a special episode somewhere just to stick a 1 hour episode in somewhere, so as we can show it working and then the plan going forward. But with that, I'm off to eat, people. Mr. O, Jamie, all the things. I appreciate all the live chat very much, as always. And, of course, I thank all recent subscribers going at the bottom of the screen and everybody that watches later, because I know it's super crazy all the time, especially in all them other time zones that I don't know about. Well, okay, I might know about them, but whatever. It's all good in the neighborhood. I want to thank you all for hanging out. I'm Max. This is Plan B Terraform. Because when Plan A ribbon didn't work, we're going with Plan B ribbon, and it's going to get crazier. It's just crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Rest of the week, all new stuff, right? We got Mr. Prepper DLC starting. We've got Transport Fever 2 Deluxe maps coming out starting. Hang out for the rest of the week. All the things. It should be awesome. I will see you all on the next one. Take care.